Good.
When every second counts, count on Vital Care MedTrans. You do have a choice when it comes to ambulance service in this area. So when you call 911, ask for the best.
Wait a minute, are you Vital Care?
Yes, we are.
Good.
State-of-the-art equipment and a well-trained staff who stand ready to respond to your call. That's Vital Care MedTrans, when nothing but the best will do. Hello everybody, David Grimley here with a sports report. We were in the tiny town of Boston, Kentucky this past Saturday. Boston is kind of like in the southeast, very southeast part of Whitley County, Kentucky. And a little old town that's kind of forgotten about is a little old school, Boston Elementary. If you recall, I was down there to cover Justin Bolin as he was setting his new assist record last year, and that's where Justin comes from. Well, this past Saturday, Doris and Les Steers invited us up to Boston Elementary to check out the Jabari Davis camp. You know, I've known Jabari for a few years now. I've covered a lot of his events, so I know how good his camps are. Juice, which that's what I call him, which is one of his nicknames, he asked me one day, "How come you never interview me, David?" So I interviewed Juice on camera this past Saturday, and here's a little bit of that interview.
Okay, now, Jabari, explain a little bit what's going on here today up here at Boston.
This is my sixth summer Tennessee training camp that I do. This is my third year with the program. I basically like to reach out to small cities in the East Tennessee area and help kids get the better, work on the football fundamentals. But it's not just a football camp. We talk about life skills, we talk about character, we talk about integrity, we talk about academic stuff, everything that's going to lead you to the tools to be successful outside the game of football. Just basically giving back to the community and giving these kids an opportunity to work with guys that have played at the next level, played professional football, just giving them some words of wisdom before the season starts.
Now these camps here, what I've seen, they rival a lot of little college camps that I've seen work out.
You're right. Youth football is my passion. I think that's the foundation of building a kid's athletic ability and building his spirit of being a great kid as well outside the home and on the football field. So we pretty much cater to, I say 60% of my kids that I work with are youth football players. So one thing that we do, we hit the smaller cities. We make it very affordable for the families because a lot of these kids, can't afford to go to the Alabama camps, to the Kentucky camps, to the Coach Jones UT football camp.
Now, they will be in Wartburg this upcoming weekend. Now, if I were you, if I were about to play middle school football, here's what I'd do. I'd get in this camp. Now, this camp is sure to give your son that edge they're looking for and that they need. When your teammates are working to get in shape when school starts back up, you'll already be there and have knowledge of how to stay in shape if you go to this camp in Wartburg this Saturday. Just a thought. Jacksboro Middle School will host some 7-on-7 starting this Monday and go through Thursday. Williamsburg, Huntsville, and La Follette Middle School are scheduled to be in this event, along with the Eagles of Jacksboro Middle School, who I know all these teams are wanting 7-on-7, 6-on-6, whatever, 1-on-1s, it don't matter, but they want their quarterbacks to get those reps. Now, this Thursday, we're going to meet the new coaching staff at Campbell County High School. Justin Price has gotten a few names on his coaching roster that we just don't know, and we thought it'd be a good idea for you to meet these new coaches. We're going to grab Robbie O'Daniel of the La Follette Press, Patrick Peebley of the Volunteer Times, and myself, and we're going to ask a lot of questions, and hopefully by the time the interview is over, you'll know who these guys are, these new guys, and a little bit more about them. And we'll have that on Friday's Sports Report for you. It's sponsored, as always, by Papa John's Pizza. Now, we're still working on that press conference to introduce new ladies basketball coach at JMS, Jessica Moore, or as we call her, Jessie. But La Follette Middle School has a new ladies basketball coach too, Megan Seals. But really, she's not new. She's been at La Follette Elementary School under the past two coaches, Johnny Cox and Marsha Morton. So she's no stranger to Lady Out basketball and what to expect and things, all that good stuff. But she will bring her own brand of basketball to La Follette Middle School. We'll get all these schedules together. We've got the Jacksboro Middle School schedule, but we're waiting for La Follette Middle School's football schedule and both basketball team schedules before we announce anything. The Greens at Deerfield are having a junior golf camp July the 20th through 22nd from 8 to 12 noon. It's for ages 7 to 13. It will cost only $50 per child, and it's limited to only 30 participants. So call the Greens at Deerfield for more information. Oh, by the way, folks, that's today. Summer is almost here. Don't sweat over the stove this summer. Let the diner do the cooking for you. Delicious homemade dinners and desserts made fresh daily at the diner on Jacksboro Pike. Fast and friendly service. Call and ask about our daily specials. Eat in or carry out.
Welcome to the diner, where you'll find all your favorite food.
The Diner on Jacksboro Pike. Phone 423-566-4708. Cameron County High School Band Camp starts July the 20th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that's also today, so get up there and work out with the band. New band director Adam Wright and his staff will be there ready and waiting to put you through it. Starting next Monday, going to be a free baseball camp for boys and girls on Monday, July the 27th, and will go through the 31st. It will be at Liberty Park behind West LaFollette School. Going to have two age groups. One will be the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, and they'll go from 9 to 11 a.m. Then Group 2 will consist of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and it will go from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. All of it's at Liberty Park. They'll teach you all phases of the game. One of the directors played AAA ball for the Atlanta Braves, or as I recall, they were the Durham Bulls back then. His name is Nathan Fultz. I remember him. He played 3 years in the Braves system back in the 80s. Also, Dan Dale, who has coached baseball in Texas and Florida, and he's also coached against Chipper Jones. And they will work on every facet of baseball, and the best part, as I said, it's free. Also, Monday, July 27th, the Campbell County Youth Football Association will hit the field. They'll practice at East LaFollette Field starting at 6 p.m., and that's for players and cheerleaders as well. All right, that's a real quick look at today's sports. I thank you guys for being with us. You guys stay tuned. There's a whole lot more to come right here on WLAF.